Hey there, it's Jen, and I'm so excited today to bring you my latest stamp release. This is a holiday release, and there's just a few stamp sets for here, and I am super excited about them. So let's go through the stamps, and then I'll show you examples of them in use. We'll start with this great little alphabet. It's a 3x4 size. It's called the Joyful Alpha Stamp Set. And it's a fun little whimsical hand-drawn stamp set. And I love this stamp because it is small and it pairs perfectly with the Cypress Upper Alpha stamp set if you have that one. Let me grab it to show you. Here's my well-loved and well-used. But these letters are nice and large and in charge on this 6x8 stamp set. And these little 3x4 stamp set, this stamp set, pairs perfectly with it. So the stamps are about a ½ an inch tall-ish, and then these stamps are about an inch, so I think they work really well together. But of course you can use them alone as well. I just stamped out a whole bunch of different words here just to make sure that I used all of the letters, so you can see there's just a bunch of different random words. But it's really a fun set, and this was just a quick little use of them, but I have plans in future videos to focus on the stamp set and show you many more ways that they can be used. So that is the first. It's called the Joyful Alpha Stamp Set. It's 3x4 and it's $8. These stamps are up for pre-order right now. I've already ordered them, so they're on their way to me, but they ship November 18th. So that is the deal on these stamps. Okay, next we have the Christmas Feels stamp set. This one's a fun one, kind of a little bit more like classy and simple. I really wanted to choose a very simple font. Let's see, I don't feel like it's focusing. That's a little better. I love the sentiments on here. So we have Merry Days Ahead, Christmas isn't a season, it's a feeling, Reason for the Season, Let's Stay Inside, Fa La La, Love You, Mugs, Hugs, and Snugs. I love that one. And then there is a wreath here, and then there's also little pieces that you could build your own wreath or your own little kind of vignettes of different things you can adorn the outside of these sentiments. Same with these little kind of swirly pieces that are included, and I will show you an example of that. I have a digital rendering, but I'll also show you just me quickly stamping them out. So here we have the wreath stamped with a sentiment inside. So the Merry Days Ahead is separate from the wreath, so you can stamp any of these four inside. These two long ones won't fit inside the wreath, but you can fit the other ones inside. So here's Let's Stay Inside, and I just stamped one of the swirls beneath it. This Fa La La, Love You, and this has this little kind of sprig stamped over and over. It fits inside of itself so that you can keep stamping and stamping it. This Mugs, Hugs, and Snugs with the swirls and a little holly berries there. Merry Days Ahead. I stamped these as an afterthought. I do not recommend those. Those don't look cute. But this was just a really super quick for me to do, and you can make a fun little thing. So I would try stamping these out, and then I would get a feel for how I wanted it to look, and then I would do it for real. That's what I would do. Anyway, it's a fun stamp set, and I really love the sentiments on that one. Next we have Feeling Grinchy, and this is a 4x6 stamp set. The 4x6 stamp sets are $15.99. I do have to mention that this one I'm holding in my hand is a prototype. I did go back and actually thicken up the letters on the words feeling and of, because they just weren't showing up well enough when you stamped them. So they will be a little bit thicker, but the basic stamp set is still exactly the same. So we have Feeling Grinchy. It came somehow or another. Christmas came just the same. What's That Stench? It's fantastic. There's a little heart with 3 different hearts, and I thought it could pair well with My Heart Just Grew 3 Sizes. I thought that was a fun sentiment. Not exactly the Grinch, but inspired by it. It's joyful and triumphant. I would use my Grinch voice, but I think I would scare people. My husband does the perfect Grinch impression, by the way. Ho, ho, ho and stuff. Stink, stink, stunk. There'll be no sad faces on Christmas. There you go. Little taste. This is the meaning of Christmas. Some of them aren't having to do with the Grinch, but it is all inspired by it. That's what it's all about. And then there's this little tree, which it's like a Charlie Brown tree, but it also reminded me of how the Grinch took all of the stuff, and in the cartoon you can see like just 1 or 2 little things hanging off the trees that were left there that he obviously comes back to get. There are a couple of snowflakes, and there's this little label which you could stamp over and over for a journaling area, or you can use the to and from inside of it, or the date inside of it. So let me show you these stamped out. So here we have those. So I have gone in and thickened this up with a white pen just to show you how it will look because it was a little bit getting lost with the ink. So that's what it's all about. What's That Stench? It's fantastic. Ho, ho, ho and stuff. Here is the label with the to and from and the date. So I just think that this one's a really fun one, and I hope that you'll like it too. You can see that this snowflake inside this circle gets a little lost too. I've also thickened that up. So the real version of these stamps that will be coming to you, those things will be a little bit different, a little bit better. So I did create a little page in my 2017 what is this called? December Daily Album using the Feeling Grinchy stamp set. So I stamped Feeling Grinchy here, and then I stamped it again on another piece of paper and cut out the word feeling so I could have it be a different color. And I thought that was fun, and I talk about how I was being a Grinch this year. And then also my daughter is being a Grinch in this photo. And then I just stamped It's Joyful and Triumphant and stuck it right onto my photo. So just a couple of simple things. I definitely see myself using this in my December daily albums for sure. So I kind of have like a different idea for each stamp set. So the last one is my favorite and it is called Holiday Houses. And it's just so cute. I love this stamp set. There are 4 different little houses. These are all hand drawn, and it's just the cutest stamp set ever. So we have a couple of the houses have snow on them, a couple of them don't. I thought it would be fun to leave some without. I know not everyone gets snow on Christmas, and also I thought it would be fun to use these houses throughout the year if I felt like it. So we have a little sentiment. I love the little font on this. It says From Our House to Yours. Then I have some hand-drawn sentiments. All things merry, all things bright. There's Feeling the Holiday Magic. If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. I love that. It is in giving that we receive. This one says Ho Ho Hello. That's a hand-drawn one. So those couple of little trees, one that's hand-drawn and one that's well, they're both hand-drawn, but one that has a whole bunch of needles and then one that's open that you could color in. And then 2 circles. One says Ho 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 in my handwriting and joy as well. And then we have a bunch of cute little snowflakes and some stars that you could stamp on top of the trees if you wanted to. I have lots of ideas and examples for how to use this one. Let me show you the cards I made first. So this was one of the cards. I love the way this turned out. I did an ink blended background using some Distress Oxides, and then I watercolored the house and the trees, and I just fussy cut them out. They're very simple shapes, just straight lines pretty much. I created a little snowbank just by cutting a curve, and then I stamped Ho Ho Hello from Our House to Yours. And I love the way that those two pair up together. And then in the background, I heat embossed the snowflakes, and I just think that this turned out so cute. I love it, if I'm being honest. And then the other one that I created is very simple. This one is, it's got a dry embossed background, and I don't know if you can tell, but I spritzed it with some shimmer spray, so it's very shiny in real life. And then it's got this little square popped up with 3 of the houses on it, and it just says feeling the holiday magic. And again, I just watercolored those houses in. You could Copic color them, you could paper piece them, you could do whatever, and I think that they're just cute. So I really love this stamp set. Let me show you. These are mostly in black and white, but these are some other ideas that I had. So here's that same idea of my Ho Ho Hello card, a little bit different. This is just stamped in black and white. If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard, and you could do a whole bunch of snowflakes. I really like that idea. I liked how the Ho Ho and Joy could be stamped with each other. It is in giving that we receive. I just wanted to show you how nicely that stamps, and then you can do, like, I just kept stamping it off and it just fades out, and I really like that. Here are the trees with the stars on top. I think that the stars on top look fun. And all things merry, all things bright underneath 3 houses that I just stamped in black. So very, very fun. I love this stamp set. I love them all, but they're available in my shop now. I will leave a link in the video description, but you can find them at craftygenscow.ecwid.com, or you can just go to my website, craftygenscow.com, and click on classes and shop at the top of my blog there. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you'll enjoy these stamps. I'm so excited. Again, this is a pre-order. They'll ship on November 18th or sooner if they get to me sooner. So thank you so much, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.